Right, what have we got here? It's the 4x4 again, but this time it is stage one. But we're on the Loch loop and we're doing a TT race. So there is no excuses, there's no drafting, there are no power ups. It's just me on my TT bike and it's me versus me. It's as simple as that. Me and my bicycle, me and my mechanical bike, uh, over exactly 10 miles, 2 laps, top right. I've got a bit of a descent, flat, two little bumps, and then a climb to the finish. And then we'll repeat. So I'm in 16th gear. I've got a 20-minute time. I reckon this will be finished between 22 and 23 minutes. So I've got a 20-minute time of 384. Sorry, 284 watts, not 384. So I wanted to try and go for 22 minutes at 285 to 290 to try and break that personal record. A big ask, a tough ask. I felt good. It's a little bit warm in the UK. It's lunchtime in the UK, so finished at 12 bang on. Worked for the morning, jumped on the bike. So here we go. 4.5 miles for the first lap. It's a TT race, so even though you're going downhill, you're putting it in, as you can see, 297, 296 average. So you don't want to be easing up at any point. There's no drafting, no power ups, and certainly no excuses. So this is it. I've ticked the B category. I think I want to say there's 25 riders in this B category today. You can see on the right it does distinguish between C, D, B, and there's no A's on the graphics so far. So ignore the 37th out of 70. I want to say that's just the position you are on the course. It's not the overall position. I could be wrong. Let me know. So, strong start. Just over 2 minutes gone, 8.9 miles to go. And it's about just concentrating, getting your head down. Oh, there you go. And keeping the power. You see, I'm just over 300 watts there. I'm struggling to keep a consistency on my cadence. Just dip below 90 RPM, or just on to 90 RPM actually. It does look pretty consistent there, but if you look at the wattage, it's fluctuating quite a bit. Ignore the 126 calories because I think I did 80, 90, possibly 100 just in the warm-up. What have we got? We're going 27 miles an hour. I'm on the Cade X-Tri TT bike with, I want to say it's the Zip wheels with a disc on the back. So all aero, which is probably not great for the climb because there is about 400 feet of climb within this 10 miles. I want to say 400 feet. So it was a question mark, or do I just stay on the SL8 specialised upgraded bike? But I think the TT, if I'm putting the watts out, is probably more beneficial, I'm guessing. So just coming past Gillane, the C rider there, but I'm not racing him as such. You see there's a B rider, CDS, about 4 riders, and Birch the Australian. They're both putting some real power out though, 4.2, 4.3 watts a kilo. And they're actually extending the distance between me and them. They're over 20 seconds ahead now. That's obviously because they started ahead of me in the group before. But if they're doing above 4 watts a kilo consistently, they're just going to pull away on that lead. I can't do that. I'm looking for potentially between 3.7, 3.9 watts a kilo for 22 minutes. That'd be a fantastic result, 3.9. the graphic, the colours represent the different categories. So D, you've got yellow, graphic on the top right. B, they've got the green dots. And C is the blue. I think there are only 2 A riders on the course. However, I've connected to Zwift Power, by the way, now. I was asked to do that. What I don't understand is there's so many representations of your power within the companion app, within the gaming app, Zwift Power. You can connect it to Strava. But I understand that most people go off the Zwift Power results as the absolute truth. So, as somebody put in the comments, I've connected up to the Zwift Power, so you can follow my different look at the power levels I'm putting out. So back to the race. We're probably halfway through the first lap, coming up to the first bump. Now, when you put in big efforts out, any type of climb like this, which is, to be fair, pretty insignificant in a race, but this is really, it just hurts. Your time trial hurts full stop. And 10 miles, it doesn't sound a lot, but the pain for 10 miles is pain. We're doing 3% there. We're going to do some orange. I'm going to try and stand up, I think, here, yeah. What are we on? 5, 6. Yeah, it's gone well over 7% there for a little while. Back onto the yellow. It's hard getting back down on the seat and continuing to put the power out at 300 watts. Perhaps it's not wise doing that. I should be more consistent and just try and up the power sat down, so I'm not going up and down so much. But I think I'm a creature of habit, and all these Zwift races, I've started to really get up off the saddle and try and keep that going, and that's been part of my recent journey over the last 2 or 3 months, with improvements, to be fair. So I'm in that mode. Perhaps I shouldn't be doing that as a TT, but back to the race. I'm averaging 291, so we're on track, but with 6.8 miles to go, and that's a lot when you're going full gas. I'm in 15th on the climbs. I should be jumping back into 16th gear, just over 201. There you go, because you need to press on down the slopes. Obviously, it's not going to improve your time too much because there's more of a gain, I guess, on the ascent, but you've still got to press on. You can't just be cruising. So who have we got? We've got a D rider and T Evans, the C rider, 10 seconds ahead. So try and close those down. That's the good thing about this. There's lots of riders you can have as a little target in front, which just gives you that incentive to chase them down. Here we go. This might be a 9-10% perhaps on the dark red. It's 7 on the orange. What have we got? Just crept over 8% and then back down. And then don't sit down yet with a bit of yellow to go. I've sat down. It's easier commentated after. I always say that. Really easy. I just don't understand, by the way, how people on YouTube can be going full gas and have the microphone next to them. I'm just too old for that. I can't be doing that. I've got to concentrate 200% on the race, the numbers and my position. And during the race, I'd be it'd be incomprehensible listening to me. Inaudible, I think that's the word. Right, we come around this little corner here. Come past Evans, so R Rondal, 10 seconds ahead. C Rider, 10 seconds. Need to chase that down. We're going on the final part of the climb for first lap, 0.9 of a mile to go. Here we go. Very familiar part of the course here on different Zwift racing. Averaging 288. I'm going over 400 here while I'm stood up. Try and get myself back in the race here, because my average has gone down considerably. If I'm to beat the 284 average for 20 minutes. I need to be above 290 at this point, because with a whole 4.5 miles, I think the actual second lap is, without the lead in or anything at the start line. Pushing there on the orange as normal. 5.6 to go, so we've half a mile to go up to that barrier, the end of the first lap. This is just painful. There's a bit of a, once you pass the halfway line, it's a bit of a psychological boost, because anything you do after that, you're only doing once again, so you can push that extra bit. Average coming down to 289 though, again, not great. 4.6 mile completed, 5.4, so I'm not even halfway yet. 10, almost approaching 11 minutes, 207 feet. Climb, 21 miles an hour. Gone past Rondal there. Next target, Tomasi. 16 seconds. You've got Birch. As I said earlier, I think there was a 21 second gap earlier on, and he's extended that to 36 seconds. Got the German ahead, 37 seconds ahead, and you've got Verhulst, the Belgium. You can see doing 4 watts a kilo, 4.1, whereas I was doing 3.7, 3.8. Obviously, I've upped it there. I can't keep that going. I will not be able to keep up with this rider, because he's got, just look at the watts a kilo on the right hand side, 4.1, 4.2, absolutely consistent. I'm up and down like a yo-yo. So Verhulst, the Belgian rider, will extend his lead from me. 4.9 miles to go. We're through the barrier, second lap, so we know it's a downhill for the first half, but with TT riding, 16th gear, it matters not. We need to press on. It's not like a different format as zwiftrace. Crit race. Just got to push on. It's you against the clock. .7 miles to go, almost 12.5 minutes there, 233 feet. Average is down to 285 if you look on the left. I was really beginning to tire here. That's going to mean I'm not going to break my own 20-minute record of 284 watts. I can't keep this up, not with 4.4 miles to go. I should rein it back on the second half of this, to be fair, because with the climbing I'll be pushing over 400 watts, I suspect. 91 RPM. I'm doing well here consistently. Can it back up there? Just pressing on. Trying. Shouldn't be standing up there. I don't know why I did that. Approaching 6 miles. Completed 237 feet. Getting down to 4.1 mile. You can see the Belgium 7 seconds ahead. Actually upped his pace. I know it's 4.3 watts, 4.4 watts a kilo. Consistently 4.6, 4.7. That's why he's pulling away. A whole watt per kilo ahead of me there. Obviously a very strong B rider. Got the Swede, Moberg, 25 seconds ahead. I wonder whether I can rein that in. And the other two C riders, 28 and 31 seconds ahead. Should be able to rein that in with 3.8. I think at this point I'd not been looking at leaderboard. I was just trying to pedal consistently. Trying to keep a rhythm when you're on the limit. Very difficult. It's all good talking about it now, but it's difficult at the time. approaching 15 minutes, I reckon, with 150 feet to climb still. Exactly what I don't want. But I got to a point here where I wanted something different rather than descending or on the flat. I did want to climb. It's weird, I just wanted a bit of a change. 20 seconds with Moberg, 19. So I'm pulling the two sea riders back, as I should be. Just looking at the overall Zwift racing, the TTs and all the different formats, I'd probably class myself as a middle B rider. If I'm being absolutely fair and honest to myself, I'd say I'm probably mid B category. There's many stronger B riders, I know that, but equally, I'm pretty competitive in the races. I tried to show that with the recent one. I'm in the category 510 to 650 ZRS, and I stayed with the lead pack out of 80 riders right to the finish on a recent 14 miler. But when it came to the crunch at the end of that, I did finish. I finished halfway, but I had nothing for the sprint, and the group just pulled away towards the end. The last 900 feet, I had nothing left, and they'd been a bit more tactical, left a bit of reserve for the end. Anyway, back to this. With 2.7 miles to go, we're on the second lap, just about to finish the moderate descent. You see -1 gradient. We'll have a little flat bit, and then we'll start. There's 2 little bumps, and then there's a climb to the finish. 7.4 miles complete at 270 feet, 31 miles an hour, which is decent when you're on your own in the wind on the flat. 281 average, so I was finding it difficult, I've got to say. 356 calories. You can see the Belgian B rider 23 seconds ahead and bang on schedule. If you look, 4.5 watts per kilo, 4.1, 4.2. Yeah, just a class B rider there. Much stronger than myself. I'm still averaging 281, so we got this. Not sure how I handle this, but yeah, I should be putting over 300 watts on it. To be fair, yeah, I should be well 320 watts on this. 2.1 miles to go. Did I stand up here? Yeah, fair play. But I know I'm going to drop under 200 watts when I sit down. You just watch this on the blue. Yeah, feeling the pain there. 282 average. I've got the average up slightly. Let's just bob down. We're down to 2 miles to go. And that blue descent will be no good for me because I'll be dying to have a little break and I'm going to come off the power. I'm absolutely certain. You just watch this. So I'll come through the barrier, and this is where you have a break in racing. You come over the top, you get into the pack and just have a little break in the draft, but not in a TT. 1.8 miles to go. Past Moberg and chasing down the other 2 C riders, 18 seconds. I don't know whether I'll be able to catch them. Let's see. 280 average top left. That's 3.7 watts a kilo for me. I've 76 kilograms. Did a recent weighing. Get my verbs wrong. It's just watching me being so knackered on here. I can't even talk correctly. 279 average. Let's because the little break I've had. I'm pushing it now. We'll go up this, well over 400 watts, 8.6 miles completed. We're just approaching the 20-minute mark. My FTP is 276 to give you an indication of what my threshold is. And just getting the back over 280 on average there. Get to the top of this climb, bit of a descent, and then it's the final race to the finish. 1.3 miles to go, 22 minutes and a bit. Sea Rider 6 seconds ahead. I'll probably catch that rider actually now, just looking at it. The rider U.82. B rider in ahead of me, 5 seconds. I'm closing in actually. Cripps, race team Evo, the Brit. Slowed right up, doing 2.5 watts a kilo. Down the descent, and you go straight into the start of the climb. I'm absolutely exhausted at this point. 278 average. Fortunately, that's dropped right off. Look at my RPM, it's 83. One big solid effort here. The RPM's going back up. Stand up there. Just keeping stood up. Yeah, killing me that. 278 average. I'm in 15th gear, that's going down. 0.7 of a mile to go. There's a B rider just in front of me. Cripps. Then we've got a C rider, U82, who I thought I may just catch. Having said that, putting a good effort in, solid effort, that C rider. I need to be stood up here. .5 of a mile to go. Absolutely dripping here. Really tough. Oh, someone's come flying past me there. Oh, D Mike. By the way, B rider. This, I don't know why I went to the B category, the American here. Only he'll know. Probably a mistake. But looked at these figures afterwards. 5.8 watts a kilo average for 10 miles. No chances a B rider. I mean, fantastic rider, not a B rider. Definitely not a B rider. Climbing here. 0.8. Here we go. Chasing down that sea rider. 900 feet to go. Don't know whether I had the legs to chase him down here. 1 second ahead, no. I'd give it everything there. 277 average, 16. Oh, I dropped right off. Should have given a bit more. Nothing in the legs, look. 359. 450 on a sprint, terrible. Look, did okay, 277 average for 23.5 minutes. My average is, 276, my FTP is that actually, but that's over 40 minutes, or it should be. So 10, 15 watts down than where I should have been. No excuses. It is what it is. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thank you.